Welcome to Better Husband, Better Wife. This is all about how to make your spouse feel better now. We want you to feel better now, and we're gonna get right. We're gonna get right into it. Okay. Like again,
Yes.
my name is Dr. Alvin Tartt, and this is my better half.
Hi, I'm Mecca.
All right, a little bit about us. I'm a Christian psychologist, which means I'm cross-trained. So I'm a psychologist and a minister. Been a psychologist for 21 years now. And I'm a minister, licensed ordained minister for 4. And I saw a need within the community to bridge the two, to be able to give you the faith and the works to make marriages work. Been on CNN, HLN, Radio 1, Ricky Smiley. Formerly with the Oklahoma City Thunder. We almost beat the Rockets. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Lou Dort was one of the guys I worked with, man. Anyway, I'm still crying. I'm still crying. Darius Baisley. Oh, my goodness. Because I not only worked with the Oklahoma City Thunder back in the day, I also worked with the NBA, and I had the Oklahoma City Thunder this year. So I know all the young guys. And they should have beat Houston. But anyway, I'm not going to cry about that. And then they have a YouTube channel for over 1.5 million. The reason I say that is to let you know that I have a heart for this, I have a practice for this, and everything that you're going to get is going to be an intervention that is proven.
Mhm. All right, I am Mecca Tart. I'm the CEO of Best You LLC. I focus in on women's health and wellness. I'm the former executive director of the National Sales Network, where I've generated over $2 million in sales. Sales is my thing. I'm also the recipient of the Power 30 Under 30, graduate of Clark Atlanta University. So hello to my HBCU alums.
That's right.
Morehouse in the house.
Mom went to Clark. Mark went to Clark. Mom went to Clark. So I'm with you, girl.
And I'm a former fitness competitor. I'm also the founder of the Wives 7-Day Prayer Challenge. I know a lot of my wives are on, as well as the founder of the Self-Care Summit. So I'm excited about being with you all tonight.
Hey, I feel like I'm not doing anything in this marriage. You know what? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, so we were recognized as one of the top influential Black love experts that people need to know. If you guys are looking to get married, they're already married, but it was just an honor. Some of them are dating towards marriage, but it's an honor to be recognized as one of the top with Megan Good and several others, Megan and Devon. And so we're just excited to serve in this capacity.
Yeah, we've been doing this for years. We do singles events. We still do singles events to this day, with the ring formula. But we met as matchmakers. We met as underground matchmakers. I was gonna hook up my homegirls, and she was gonna hook up her guy friend because she was in sales. He's mostly doctors. I'm a psychologist. He's mostly women. And I ended up marrying her. I hooked myself up, and we got distracted. But that just shows you that God put us together. So we've been doing this work well over a decade.
Yes.
We've been doing this for a decade, y'all. So it's not that we're greater than anyone else. We just have persistence and consistency.
Right.
We're having a heart for not only singles and couples and figuring out what works.
All right. So this is a weekend for love. All these beautiful couples you see here. A Weekend for Love is a now it's going to be virtual weekend getaway for couples, but couples came in
only because of COVID. We're supposed to be in Destin.
Yes, we are supposed to be in Destin in October, but couples came in from all over the U.S. To celebrate their love, to reconnect, to reignite their love, to just come together for just dates throughout the weekend and to have fun. And so those are all the couples from last year in the North Georgia mountains.
Right. So we had 3 days just talking about making more money. We talked about
intimacy and sex,
right.
Spicing it up.
All right, we got real. Our session was more heated than y'all's because we were keeping it real. But it felt good to be around other couples dealing with the same stuff, all wanting to be better. Because one of the things that we're diehard about is that we're not trying to be a struggling marriage. Now, are you on struggling marriage? Yes, there's gonna be seasons. All right, you think it was easy for her taking care of me? And I like to go. I'm super hyper, and the doctor's telling me to chill. And I don't know about y'all. I ain't waiting a week. I'm gonna be out 3 days, and I was. And I went right back to the hospital. I ain't listening. But anyway, that's a whole nother story because I'm home now. Y'all understand me, men? Y'all understand our psychology? I'm gonna do bed free. Yeah, now I'm on 2 meds, but it ain't working. All right, so you understand. So you're gonna go through ups and downs, but can we be better because of it? We're better because of it. We both know how to support each other when one just goes down because of a health issue and how to make the family work. So we're just excited to be amongst y'all. Our veterans are more seasoned than us, and for those of you that are just getting into the game, so we're excited about it. All right, and this is our family. Yeah, this is our family. That's our oldest daughter, Raquel. That's our youngest daughter, Trinity, who's fake sleeping upstairs. You probably gonna try to see what's going on. You know, and that's us. So, and our family's blended.
Yes.
All right. So we have a lot of stuff going on. We have a lot of stuff,
most of you
a lot of moving parts around here. But we make it work, and that's why we are dedicated to always making our marriage better. Because to be honest, we're scared.
Yeah.
We've seen couples that we were like, man, we want to be like them, and what happened?
They separated.
Man, we were like, what? We were like, what? They split?
Yeah.
They split? When I saw my grandparents split after 25 years, that rocked me. And so I said, I could never settle. We have to make sure that we're constantly getting better so that we can stand the test of time.
Absolutely.
And I know other couples feel the same way. All right. So you know what? This is all about your marriage feeling like this. We want your marriage to feel like this. Now we know, let's just keep it 100. They're models.
Right.
But they look like they in love. They look like they might not be models. They might be a couple that's a model.
Right.
There's no way they could take that picture and not be a couple, or they gonna be a couple in a minute, you know. But we want your marriage
to feel like that.
To feel like this. All right. And we know that it always doesn't feel like this. But tonight, if you're willing to do the work, because we're about to get to the work.
Right.
Because I want you to, you know, if you're feeling bold about this, please drop us in the chat. And I don't know how you're going to find them, babe, but you're going to find them, highlight them, let them talk, let them see, and let them show other people how to make your spouse feel good. You good with that?
Yeah.
So we want y'all to, drop it in the chat if you want to feel like this. I want to feel like this.
Yeah.
I want to feel like this. Look at she all on him. Look at the hands all around him. He's smiling. You know, he looked like he had some weight on him. Unlike me that lost 15 pounds.
It's okay, baby.
I'm sorry. I need therapy about that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, because if it's about muscles right now, you know, they're not there. They're not there, but I'm going to get them back.
It's okay.
I'm going to get them back, baby. I didn't expect to go back twice.
So express what you admire. Proverbs 25:11 says, a word fitly spoken is like apples of gold and pictures of silver.
Oh, that's right there in the word. And so what we know about couples is that we have a bad habit, and y'all tell me if this is true, drop it in the chat. We have a bad habit of verbalizing what we don't like, what's not working, and keeping what we do like in our head. All right?
Right. So you're thinking about, oh, I like this new hairstyle, but you haven't said it.
All
like
right.
women want to, we want to hear that.
Right.
Just little things, right?
Yeah, she said that because she came from the beautician and she walked around, she did one of these, and I said in my mind, I like her hair. In my mind, it looked good. I'm so glad she's not mad. Black women, y'all understand. I'm so glad the woman didn't chop off all her hair. She come home crying, and you know, I got to find a way to make it feel. I don't know. Y'all know what black women go through, and you know, all this kind of stuff. I'm so happy. All right. I didn't say anything though. And and then I said, what's wrong? And then you know what, to make it feel better, it made me feel worse. Here comes our oldest daughter. Like your hair? That look good. And 4-year-old said, oh, mommy, your hair look good. And then she looked at me like, hey, you didn't say anything. I said, it look good. It does look good. But I didn't say it.
Right.
And so I don't know about y'all. I'll be transparent. I'm kind of like keep it 100 family. I'm from the keep it 100 family. I'll tell you 100 what I don't like, but what I do like sometimes I keep inside of my head. So if the meal is good, I'm just eating it. But if the meal is not good, I'm like, what kind of grains are these? It'll come on my mouth, y'all. But if it's good, I'm just eating it up. So today is about us learning how to express appreciation and thanksgiving for our spouse. Y'all are going to see how powerful this is, because it's right there in the word that a word fitly spoken feels good to the soul. It feels good to the spirit. All right, babe? All right? Yeah, your hair look good. Okay, your hair looks good, you know? All right. So tonight, what we're going to do is one of the things we want you all to be able to build a habit. We're going to go right into exercise after this. Is we want you to verbalize 3 things that you appreciate about your partner within the last 24 hours. We want you to do this on a daily basis. Why? Because the research shows that our egos need to hear it. I need to hear every day that I get it done for you, or something that I did you appreciate. All right? Do you know who's most sensitive to lack of appreciation?
I would say men.
It's men. 100. If I move the coffee table, if I fill your car with gas so that you don't have to go to the gas station, and you don't say thanks, babe, for filling up the car, washing the car, getting the tires rotated, If you don't say that, I feel like disrespect.
Yes,
All right.
it's massaging.
And that's most men. If I do these things, if I work hard so that you can have the backsplash and the shadow boxing and the hotels and all the things that we don't really care about, if I do that, I at least expect you to say, babe, I appreciate you. All right. Now, is that true for wives, or is that just true for the men?
Yes, we want to be appreciated as well. We're like, we understand that, okay, we're taking care of the kids. We're helping them with this homeschooling, this virtual learning, praise God. And we just want to say, baby, we see that you're really working hard and you're still cooking and you're still making sure that the house stays at a place of peace for me. Yes, of course, we like to hear the same thing.
The reason that's important is because it builds up your emotional bank account. It builds up, fondness and admiration is a way to build up your love and your affection and your connection to one another. And what we do as married couples is we get in the habit of saying, I like the way you cook. You've been cooking for me for 24 years. Why I have to say the meal is good? You're already great with cooking, but we don't say it. You great with love making. You satisfy me all the time, but when you don't say it and we don't hear it, we don't feel it. And when we don't feel it and we hear it outside, it makes us wonder, how do we get more compliments outside of the house? How does everyone at work laugh at my jokes and say I'm witty and I'm smart and I'm talented, and my husband and wife ain't said a thing to me? Hadn't said a thing. Hadn't said a thing. And so that's how we start going into that negative box. So we want you all to be able to go into the positive. So make sure that you're doing those 3 things. That's what we're getting ready to practice right now. And if you want a resource, there's something in your smartphone called the Gottman Card Decks, just like it says. Look that up, and then it says Give Appreciations. That's a resource for you all to be able to use, because we want to make sure that that when you're part of the Better Husband, Better Wife family, you're going to get the most resources out there. You're going to get things that other couples, like how you hear about that, because we're going to give it to you. Because first of all, Mecca knows I'm reading a book a week. All right. And Mecca is researching all these different retreats, everything is done. So make sure that when we do our stuff, we're giving people top of the line. It's different. We're connecting right with people. All right. And there's something just to think about. You want to tell them about the Magic 6-Second Kiss?
Yes. So the Magic 6-Second Kiss is one of my favorites. But with the kiss, it's making sure that you're looking into your partner's eyes at least once a day, and that you're stopping for a moment and giving them that 6-second kiss, because clinically it shows that
it increases the amount of sexual energy towards one another, called oxytocin. And I'll be honest, when that comes to me, do the 6-second kiss, I'm like, oh my God.
And it works.
I'm just like, please chill with that. I know that I say that, but I am not 5. But then when we do it, here's the thing. She reminds me, baby, we haven't kissed. We haven't kissed outside of lovemaking in 3 or 4 days. And it's like, that's not even true.
Or the kiss is this.
That's not even true, but then it
ladies,
is true.
I'm sure you can feel me. Or the kiss is this. And it might be the guys where the kiss is a peck. It's a hey, I'm off to work, or good morning. It's the peck. You weren't doing a peck when you were dating in the beginning. You were actually giving really deep, intimate kisses. It wasn't just a peck, good morning. So the 6-second kiss brings that back. So it's really important that you put that back in your day, in your schedule. So make sure that you notate that.
Right. And it says that right there in the word, because everything we do is going to be based in the word, but it's also based in application. When we sharing both worlds in the church and in the counseling office, we have to give people skills that work, but we also have to understand that it's rooted in the word. The word is living, manna. And so it says in Proverbs 16:24, it says, gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. So if we're not saying sweet words, and we're not appreciating and showing thanksgiving to our spouses, we are allowing our marital quality to decline. And we know that we can't have that when we're having to deal with so many different things. So y'all ready to learn?
Yes.
Y'all ready to learn? Y'all ready to get a little taste of what better husband, better wife is all about? Because this is really about your skill building. So I want you all, to kind of nudge each other, all right? Because we're going to absolutely put you through class. You're going to learn. You're going to learn right now. You're going to learn right now, all right? So this is called the I Appreciate Adjective Checklist. It's developed by Dr. John and Julie Swartz Gottman. They are the premier psychologists when it comes to training psychologists like myself in how to work with married couples, all right? In about a month, I'm getting ready to do their level 3 training, which will allow me to be able to train other psychologists around the country. But I'm not interested in doing that. I'm actually interested in training ministers around the country anyone that works with couples, whether you're marriage mentors, how to actually counsel other couples, all right, as well as bring you all top of the line marital research and interventions, all right? And so this is what we have couples do to feel better early on in counseling. So here's how it works. I want y'all to take a picture of this. Take a picture of this so that you have it for later. Even though we're going to send you this, presentation later, make sure you take a picture of this. All right. And for those of you that are bold enough, I'm going to start. All right. Because I definitely need to share something with Mecca. All right. Because I want you to circle 3 to 5 aspects of your partner's personality that you appreciate. Okay. But when you share it, we need detail. So I'm just saying you sexy, interested, and organized. That's not going to cut it. All right. Why is he sexy? Why is she sexy? What's interesting about your husband? Why is organization important to you? And we want you to verbalize that. Now, some of you are going to do this real time because we're going to ask you to speak up in class. All right. If you feel like you can do this, please drop us in the chat so that Matt can find you and be able to highlight you. All right. And then the rest of you are going to do this right now. You're going to do this. We're going to actually see you turn towards your partner. And we want both of you to be able to do this. And then you're going to see how you feel. So again, take these and circle or mentally figure out which one of these. Let's just do 3, but you could do 5 if you're at home. All right. Figure out which one from this list really, really is important to you when it comes to your spouse. What is it that you appreciate about them? And then tell them why. All right. I need that to go the other way.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell them why. So I'm gonna start. Yeah, I see them. I see some volunteers already dropping in. So could you move that, babe? Whatever you just did. Yeah, thank you. All right.
There we go.
So let me see where I want to go. Let me see where I want to go with you, because the truth is, like I told you all, I was supposed to have this quickly routine gallbladder surgery. It's supposed to be a 1 hour procedure. 1 hour procedure was all it was supposed to take, in and out. Supposed to be back at work on Monday. Had the procedure on Friday. Sunday night had excruciating pain. Sucked it up like men do, which is not smart. Didn't go to ER. Sucked it up all the way through Thursday. Let it get 4 days worse than it already was. Long story short, ended up catching a staph infection that they didn't catch, and a bile leak. Had to get a stent in my stomach, and I ended up catching GERD as a result of all of that stuff. So that means I can't eat. I'm losing weight. She's telling me to eat. Her mama's telling me to eat. My mama's telling me to eat. How I'm gonna eat if my stomach esophagus is on fire and I have no appetite, and everything I eat I can feel. All right. So that meant immediately everything that we had going on, Mecca had to stop to be able to take care of me, because I had to go back into the hospital, come back, go back to the doctor numerous times unexpectedly. All right. With all this stuff as we were building 2 new products coming out with homeschool. Yeah. Do y'all feel me? All right. So baby, let me start with this. Baby, I appreciate how flexible you were this week. You got me some soup with some beans. Found out beans give a brother GERD, give a brother indigestion, and you went and got me chicken noodle soup with no beans, off rip, so that I could eat. I appreciate the fact that you were flexible in driving, because I didn't want the canned. Right. I wanted it from Whole Foods, and Whole Foods is 30 minutes from us. I appreciate you being flexible and getting that. Babe, I appreciate you being gentle, because yeah, I know I have not had the best mood because I have not felt well. And when I was irritable and agitated, when I was frustrated that I couldn't have what your mom cooked for Labor Day, but I ate it anyway and I got sick at 1 o'clock in the morning, I appreciate the fact that you rubbed my back. Remember? You rubbed my back, and it was no medication, but I absolutely felt better. Yep. Maybe I'm 8 years old. I don't know, but I felt better when you rubbed my back. I appreciate you doing it, even though I'm a grown man. All right. Let me see. Baby, I appreciate, let's see one more. I appreciate how caring you've been. No, caring and strong you've been through this time. All right. Our insurance told me that the procedure was not necessary, even though I went to the ER twice. Right. And you called them and got them to change their mind and saw how they had made a coding error. on my diagnosis, and that changed everything. And I appreciate that $40,000 medical bill getting canceled out, all right, to about $2,000, all right? I appreciate that. No, the fact that you cared enough to be on the phone with them. How long were you on the phone with them?
Most of the day.
Yeah, because I would have just cussed them out and told them, good luck getting that money. You ain't getting anything. I don't care. Call the creditors. We got to do credit. I don't care. I got cash. I don't care. So you ain't never going to see that money. So I appreciate you handling it the professional way, and being caring enough to stop everything that you were doing to actually call the insurance company for me and make sure I had all the medications that I need and my radical change in diet from everything I used to eat. And you don't even eat meat to now you cooking chicken because I have to add protein to my diet. So I really appreciate you doing all those things for me when you didn't have to, especially when I was irritable.
You're welcome.
So I really appreciate that.
You're welcome, baby.
All right. And so if you ever get sick, I'm going to call my mama because I don't think I can do the same thing for you, girl. All right. I don't think I can do all that. I can cook and do some of that. But yeah, babies, I know I appreciate you. You exceeded my expectations in taking care of me and still holding it down with the girls and all the family stuff that we had going on. So I really appreciate that.
You're welcome, baby.
All right. Don't look at me like that. I'm not ready for that type of stuff yet. The doctor said 2 more weeks for strenuous exercise. All right. Now who thinks that they can outdo me?
I already see. I'm going to go to
I know they can. I'm challenging them because I know that there are couples that are used to doing this. So, baby, I don't know how you find them.
I already see the rivers right here. So I'm coming right to you. I'm going to unmute you here, and I'm actually going to spotlight your camera here. Let's see. I can hear you. Yep, I can hear you all.
Did you spotlight it?
Hi.
Hello. Spotlight your video so everybody can see that.
All right, so who wants to go first with sharing 3, because we're running today, 3 what 3 things that you appreciate about your spouse? Go ahead, you have the floor.
Okay, thanks for having us. The 3 things that I have, I put down 5, but I'm gonna do 3 just in
Right, and look him in the eye just for me and tell him.
Oh. I appreciate that you're very intelligent. You review all options before making big decisions. I love you. You are very loving. Making sure that I'm comfortable and know that you love me and all that comes with that. And I love that you are funny, because you can be pretty sarcastic and silly. You don't take yourself so seriously, reminding me to do the same. That is me for Carl.
Wow. Carl, she put the pressure on you, brother. Can you step up for the hug? To tell, is it Saida?
Yes. Thank you.
All right, tell Saida the 3 things you appreciate about her. Look her in the eyes and show us other husbands how.
All right, yeah, there's definitely 3. I'm going off the top of the head. I'm just gonna look at the list. Committed. I love your commitment to me, our daughter, family, friends, love, life, God, relationship. Your commitment can't be beat. You are brave for the family and whatever obstacle may be there. So love that. Marching into like just what happened with you, medical doctors or issues with bills or whatever, she's all over it and taking people on. Even though it's often over the top, I love your funny. We just spoke about that. You know, the sense of humor is on point. So there it is.
Give it up. Like, can y'all feel that? Can you feel that? Yes, right. All right. So we have one more couple that wants to do this, and then we're gonna go to and then we're gonna actually allow all of you all to do this at home. All right. So you all seeing how this is done, and the reason that this is important is that when Mecca and I went to a marital workshop and we saw men do this, I turned to Mecca and said, I've never spoken to you in this way. I've never seen a man talk to his wife that way. I've never seen it. All right. And so now that I've seen it, I want to do it. I want to do it. I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know you verbalize these things with your wife. All right. So who we coming to
All
next?
right. So the cooks, if you're still on, I believe you're still on. We're coming to you next. So I'm getting ready to unmute you, and let me see if I can start your camera. I'm trying to start the camera.
Can you hear us?
Yes. There you all are. Okay. Let's spotlight your video. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Yep, you did it. It's spotlight.
All right. There you go. All right. Take it away. Look each other in the eyes and take it away.
I'm gonna go first.
Look at the man stepping
I
up.
appreciate
Men, y'all see that? That's real.
Well, it's plenty of them on here that I could say, but first one is that she's caring. You know, I appreciate that you're caring. You know, you always care about how I feel about things. You're always there for me. You make me a better person and want to be more caring. You know, towards you. The other one is, there's so many of them on here. She's very thoughtful, probably more so than I am. You know, she always, you know, think about
Talk directly
things
to her. Tell Joy you. Talk directly to her.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, you're very thoughtful. I appreciate how thoughtful you are. You know, how you always thinking about me. You know, and sharing things as far as yourself, and then, you know, wanting to know what's going on with me. And there's another one I'm trying to think. Let me see. Not beautiful, because you're always beautiful, sexy, attractive, tender, caring, sweet, strong, but truthful. You're very truthful. You're very truthful, even when, you know, it might cause conflict, but it's better for us that you are truthful, because it helps me to be more truthful.
Oh, look at that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Keeping it real. Like, all right. Now, Joy, your turn. All right. Turn to your king and
Okay.
tell him. Now, other couples, we're going to come to you. Don't look at the list for the first time. Already know where you're going. We're only going to give you about 3 to 4 minutes to do this. So know where you're going. That's why we gave you this checklist. Because we realize a lot of times we don't have vocabulary.
Right.
But when you see this list, of course my wife is funny. Of course my husband's athletic. Of course my wife is lively. A little too lively, especially with Inglewood over here. That's a whole other conversation. Go ahead, Joy.
So don't do what I did.
No, you knocked it out the park, brother. You seasoned. You got a hug, and you probably gonna get more, brother, because you first of all volunteered, so we understand that. All right, or Mr. Rivers understands that. They already get that. They already know. Seasoned couples understand that there's treats that go along with leadership. All right, go ahead, Joy. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. Okay. One of the things that I love the most about you is that you are very caring. He cares about everyone. It just warm my spirit, from strangers, helping people take stuff to their car, opening the door for people. You're very caring. You care about everyone. And I love that. I think that's just a beautiful thing. It just more attributes to the beautiful spirit that you have, and that's just perfect. Another thing I love, and is much needed with us, and just a period, just with all that's going on in the world today, is you are hilarious. When I say hilarious, sometimes I say if we had hidden cameras around the house, he is just always making me laugh.
Tell him. Say you make me laugh.
Always making me laugh, goofy, silly. I play off of you. But you just always set the tone and set the mood. If I'm going through something, not feeling well that day, you always do something silly, some little dance, some little naked run around, and it's funny. So funny, humor. And another thing.
Keep it sexy. You know what I'm saying?
And then another thing that I just admire is that you're very generous. Not a stingy bone, or just very selfless, very generous. You'll give your last to anyone, you know, especially me, but just anyone. Just always very giving, and just a very generous person and a very generous spirit. Love you.
Right, so this is more than I'm supposed to get.
Oh, there it is. Look at him. He's taking it. Oh my goodness. All right, very good. We love y'all. All right, so couples, here's what we want you to do. I'm gonna actually give you options. All right, for the sake of time, I want you to do two things. All right, because we're gonna give you 2 for 1. All right. So first of all, take a picture of this. I want you to do this. I want you to turn to your spouse and do the same thing right now. Now, if you're not on with your spouse right now, take a picture of this when he gets off work, when she gets off work. When y'all meet up, no matter where you are, say, hey, babe, let's do this. And you can start first with the appreciations. And then what you do is you evoke the law of reciprocity, and your partner will want to respond the same way. Otherwise, they're the weakest link, you know? And sometimes you have to move the marriage by starting with the things that you appreciate, because then that softens the other person. Because I didn't even know that you saw, I didn't even know that you see me. I didn't know that you saw me as a person. I know you see the meals, I know you see the gas in the car, but I didn't know that you saw me enough to appreciate. So when we want you to do the appreciation, the second thing I want to show you, this is another exercise, and these are the things that you're going to get with Better Husband, Better Wife. You're not going to get a lot of talk. You're going to get interventions that are actually proven to work to make couples better around everything. So I want you to actually use this one. You can do either or. After the call, do both. Share Thanksgiving. All right. And just tell your partner things you value and give thanks. Things you value and give thanks. And I think coming out of it, we'll probably have one couple share. All right. And then we'll tell you a little bit more about, Better Husband, Better Wife, and all the things you're going to learn. So just, from this list, the adjectives are the shared Thanksgiving, all right? And then kind of tell a story behind it. Like, what did their supportiveness do? Like, I talked to Mecca about her supporting me with, health challenges, all right? And what is it about their loyalty? How did they show loyalty during a season, all right? So we'll give y'all 3 to 5 minutes. We're going to be looking and watching y'all. All right, and make sure y'all are turning to one another and conversing. All right, so turn to one another and share the list. All right, you can either do Thanksgiving, take a picture of that so that you can take a picture of the share Thanksgiving. And then for those of you that didn't, here's a picture of the I appreciate it so that you have it. All right, so that's the appreciation. And then here's the Thanksgiving for those of you that want to mix it up. All right, all right, so make sure you mute. I already muted.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate it. I know y'all are doing this, but I saw some people coming in. They're joining late. Right now, what we're doing is we're sharing Thanksgiving and appreciation. Take this list, tell your spouse what they're thankful for. And we're doing this at the same time. So we're getting ready to unmute because Mecca was telling me some things I need to hear. All right, so y'all see Mac about here with cry, y'all. I'm laying on thick. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of. I wasn't laying on thick. I don't mean that. I mean, I picked, and here's a little hack. I picked the areas that I know are super important to my wife. I know competence as a parent is super important to my wife. So I realized I had never even expressed what I expressed about how well you take care of our girls, especially Trinity, who's the more needy, of our daughters.
Yeah, she's our 4-year-old.
Yeah, and so kind of sad that it took this list for me to actually be primed to say that when it's so obvious that that's something that you do every day. I mean, keeping it 100, you 80% of the parenting with Trinity, and I do 20%. Is that fair? Maybe that's probably wrong. It's probably 90-10. It's probably 90-10. To be honest, 90-10, because we kind of split where, it's the opposite way with our oldest daughter with volleyball and our homework and physics. We have the kind of the opposite split. So, and then Trinity's needs is just so high. Yeah, she's super happy. All right.
Thank you, baby.
All right, so I'm gonna give y'all one more minute because I feel like couples are right now. We're gonna mute. The couples that came in, you're supposed to be sharing what it is that your partner does well.
Right. What do you value?
All right.
So welcome back. Welcome back. Yes, everybody's looking smiling.
All right. Happy. All right. Does anyone want to share? Anyone want to do a Thanksgiving?
Just share one thing, maybe that you share with your partner.
Yeah. Anyone?
Yes.
Y'all trying to go twice. You're trying to go twice. Now, no one else.
No, absolutely. Let's hear it.
All right, so we all right. Is anyone else all right? But if you hold on, no, we go. You know what? They said they're up. We're coming right back to you. How do I do this? Spotlight
video. Ask to unmute.
There it is. All right, so Rivers, we're coming to you. We see you. You ready? All right.
There we go.
Hi.
All right. So let's go. Share the Thanksgiving.
Thank you. The Thanksgiving that I have, one is that my husband is here doing this. Okay.
During the first football game of the year. I did not realize that when I scheduled this. I am hurting myself right now. All right. But I love my wife. So fellas.
You got the Lakers and the Rockets finishing up. I mean, we got a bunch.
Yeah, we do. And I'm a Lakers fan. Yeah. So understand that.
So I'm really grateful for that, and he's being very gracious and showing that he wants to be here. So I love you for that. Thank you. And just that he said I was brave, that just blows my mind. It feels so good. So thank you.
Why did that move the meter for you, for your husband to say that you were brave?
I just never really thought that he saw me that way. I know that he loves me and he knows that I've been through stuff, but brave, it just really feels good that he recognizes that, and I knew he did, but just to use the word brave, that I push through things that are kind of scary, but I still push through them. So just that a man that loves you and knows you and knows that you have fears and you're pushing through them, it just really feels good. It really, thank you.
That was good. I'm glad I'm glad y'all raised y'all hand. Y'all were right. Because people need to see that. Anyone else want to report what this was like?
The cooks.
All right. So if you raise your hand first or drop it in the chat. All right. So here we go. We're going to the cooks. All right. We're asking you to unmute. So, all right, cooks. All right, what was this experience like for you? What did you hear that moved that really resonated with your spirit?
Go ahead.
Oh, for me, I would say that we kind of had the same one, but I was kind of shocked when he told me my supportiveness.
Why?
It's just kind of like what you alluded to previously, like certain things but you don't know that they feel like that. And I don't know if you want to join me in that, but he just mentioned just some things that I stuck through early on that he was dealing with, that I wasn't initially all the way privy to, but once that information, was presented to me, I was still here. I'm ride or die to the end. And him just expressing that he appreciated my supporting.
Well, I mean, the supportiveness, I mean, in the beginning, I did have some financial issues, and just for her being there for those, I knew that she wasn't there for, money or anything like that, because he stuck around until we got through them, so she was really there for me then, and just very supportive, and she's just not a materialistic person. Love things, I mean, that's her love language, gifts and all that type of thing, but she's not materialistic at all. And so
I love that.
That is great. All right, we saw one more couple we want to report. We see you, McFarland, so we're gonna come to you right now.
Oh, did you lose him? Let's see.
Hold on.
McFarland, can you see us? Hold on, I think I got it.
All right, I spotlighted them.
And then they disappeared. Oh, there they are.
No, there we go. There you go.
Hi, McFarland.
How are you?
All right. What was this experience like for you all, especially being veterans of this? What did you hear? What did you need to hear?
I really needed to hear the sensitivity and the realness of expressing what is in your heart, and many times not really sharing it with one another. And so to me, that's important. Have a thought, a concern, a loving, caring, but not express it. Yeah. And to the couples that were strong enough to do that, thank you. Because I found many times, for example, my wife just came out of a major operation. She has been recovering, but I have been going through in my physical body. And so she has taken the resilience, strength that should be going back into her own recovery, pouring it out on me, like driving me, fixing food. I told them they could close the Waffle House, the meal she cooked me this morning. So it was just a thrill to see how it should be done. Don't hold us back. Tell them. And I like that 6-second kill. I say, give me 6 seconds.
She just got out the hospital, man. She just got out the hospital, man.
Just got out the hospital.
Oh, man. We appreciate you all.
You can take that on and off. Like, you can have a picture, like a still picture.
Thank you so much.
And look, Dr. Tart, similar, the same when you was talking about the gallbladder, went in for a separate procedure, had to be resubmitted, had some complications. I was like, wow. And here I am.
Wow.
Ooh, and by his stripes, we shall be healed. So you understand exactly what I'm going through. We're going to be all right. We're here. I told Mac, I'm just glad I can walk. I'm glad I can walk without that stick and that IV.
Yes.
I told those nurses I was going to run away. They didn't let me out of the hospital. All right. So we really appreciate you all sharing.
Yes.
We appreciate your experience. And that's why we want to do this as a community. So this is not just about us teaching you. One of the things that you can expect is that we have a bevy of special guests.
Yeah.
You kind of said it better.
Yeah, we're going to have special guests that will be joining us, experts that will be handling different issues, whether it's from dealing with your finances, whether it's dealing with sexual intimacy, one of the top sex therapists out there.
Conflict
so
resolution.
conflict resolution is extremely important.
Blended families.
Blended family is a whole another issue in itself, and that's 50% of couples.
How to repair after a fight. How many of y'all know that there's actually a method for how to actually repair after a fight? There's an actual language for how to, couples that fight for like a week, and then there are couples that are able to go up, get through it in a couple of hours. We've all had times in which we kind of regret recovering too late and letting time pass. So we appreciate y'all. This is just a little flavor of what you all are going to get on a regular basis, And so to ask you, how much better could your marriage be with better skills? Because what we know is that a lot of us did not get quality premarital. If we got it, we left it, and now we married. We married 11 years, 12 years, 36 years, and we don't get the skills anymore. And we wait to come in after there's a problem. This is about being better and building up your skills. How much better can your marriage be with better skills? Because what we know, and this is, can I keep it 100 with them? Y'all want to keep it 100? Tell me to keep it 100. All right?
Type in the chat.
Yeah. Your marriage is only as good as the skill of the worst person in the marriage. Your marriage is only as good as the skill of the worst person. So if Mecca's a great communicator and I'm a poor communicator, we're in trouble.
Right.
If she's a great money manager and I don't even want to talk to a person about life insurance, we're in trouble.
Right.
If I want to repair and she wants to like sleep in separate bedrooms for a week to punish me, we have a problem.
Right.
So what I'm gonna do? Go get in the bed with me? And we gonna flip flop. I'm gonna follow the girl. We have a problem. And so what we know is that our marriages need better skills. We don't have a companionship problem per se. We have a skill problem that leads to connection and companionship problems.
Absolutely.
All right. So here are the benefits that you're gonna get with Better Husband, Better Wife.
Yeah, so with Better Husband, Better Wife, you have better connection with scheduled date nights. We want you all to put it on the schedule. The better ability to communicate with stimulating talks, not about the kids, but deep conversations, the conversations you all had when you first met.
We're going to do a special lesson on actually how to have a conversation and drive deep, how to open up your husband, how to open up your wife and have 30-minute conversations. We're going to actually give you the language and the skills and the verbiage just like today.
Better culture of togetherness by developing couples rituals. This is so important because you have to have rituals in place to stay connected and to stay together. Also, better marital positivity, strong mental mindset and resilient optimism, better conflict resolution skills. We all can use conflict resolution.
We're going to show you an actual model of how you resolve conflict, how marital masters actually resolve conflict, including video. We actually show you video of couples doing that.
Because if you're feeling like you won the argument, then that means you both lost. The couple lost.
Yeah. How do you actually not agree with your spouse, feel them, and then come together like her feelings matter, your feelings matter, and come up with something as the Tarts, as the Cooks, as the McFarlands? How do you come up with some as the Thomases, as the Blacks? That work for everyone else.
We need to spotlight. They said we're still sharing someone's screen.
Oh, okay.
Go back to our screen. And let's go to spotlight.
All right, sorry about that. Thanks.
All right, thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, we know what we're doing. All right.
All right, and then better teamwork to conquer and to be couples goals. This is hashtag couples goals. Be your own couples goals.
I mean, that's real because we talked about, if I get a promotion and maybe we have to move, is Mecca down with that? Or if I decide to launch a new product, she ready for that? To me, just sign her up for something. How do we actually build together and not step on each other's feet or feel like we're competing? And here's the biggest thing. How do we grow together versus one person feel like they're building and the other person is stagnant? That is very common. We're going to have a special session with a couple that talks about how to work through that in a professional.
Right. And then better legacy building with couples and family planning. This is so important, especially now more than ever, having those real conversations about life insurance. What does the future look like?
Building together. When we talked to a couple that had never, ever seen each other's bank statements, they didn't know what the other person brought in because they had conflict. And so they had separate finances. And then we talked to another couple that actually sat down with a financial planner, and he was able to actually help them to see how, as a married couple, them combining their finances to go about buying a house and developing an LLC, they were actually able to do more. Or if one had poor credit, the other one had good credit, to load all the bad stuff on the person's bad credit and let the good person go after the money building. It was just all kinds of things. And so we're going to talk to you about things that couples do to actually build legacy not only just with finances,
Right.
but the right neighborhood for the kids, culture for the house, how we do Thanksgiving, how we take care of our parents, especially during COVID-19, knowing that they need really high-end senior care, not especially here in Georgia, which is abysmal. You know, and then we're going to talk about
SEX, better sexual intimacy and satisfaction.
We already know who we call. We're going to call a certified sex therapist that's going to come in and talk to you about everything from pain to menopause to stamina, fellas. There's things that you can do it's stamina that you just have no idea. To talk about compatibility, desire, eroticism, all of that inside of the marriage. And keeping it spicy. So you're gonna get so many things. And because you all are getting ready to be members, you can request certain things that you need. And we will go out and we'll go and get it and be able to teach it to you, because we are servants. All right. So here's what the new Better Husband, Better Wife monthly masterclass is.
So we've been working on this. We're really excited about this because, again, we felt like couples really needed to be supported, especially during this time. So Better Husband, Better Wife, you have access to the full master course. This is a course that has been developed for you. There's over 7 different modules that you can go through and videos. Also, the Better Husband, Better Wife monthly
Hold on, let me tell you about
class.
that master course is something that we've already built for you. It's like the minute you join tonight, you'll have access. You'll have access to it ASAP. The conflict resolution, repair, intimacy, you name it, it's already in there. So it's a full master class. It's already created. But we know that you need monthly empowerment.
Yes. Almost like that accountability group. So you'll see us on a monthly basis. We'll be getting together, and that's every second Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to meet every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if there are even questions that came up during the master course, you can ask them during that time too. And then you have a supportive community of married couples. So it's about us all getting to know each other, developing in this community, and also knowing that you're not alone in being married.
Right, and watching other couples build and watching, as we learn, some things are taught and some things are caught. All right, and I can tell you a lot of men learned from watching you all volunteer. Now, Mr. McFarland, and Mr. Rivers, Mr. Cook, a lot of men have never seen that. All right, and there's some wives who've never seen it. Like if our parents didn't do it, how would we see it? Is it on TV? And so we're going to learn a lot from one another, which is why we decided to do it in this format. And then you're going to get resources, videos, emails. You want counseling, we're going to tell you where to go. Special events to strengthen your marriages. We're here to support you. And so you're going to get all of that. All right. Now.
So if you all get started today, here's the information for you to register at the bottom of the screen. This is a monthly membership. It's only $47 a month. Everything that we just went over, you have the master course, you have access to that forever. And then you'll have your monthly classes with us for a year. So for 12 months, every month, every second Thursday at 9 p.m., you're going to have your private class with us. We'll be meeting, going over the topics that are most important to you. And again, if there's certain things like conflict resolution or blended family, or just really working through the day-to-day of marriage that you do not see addressed, the Cooks, the McFarlands, the Rivers, Doris, you can actually submit those in advance and we can make sure that we do cover that as well.
Yeah, and so you can join per month. You can cancel anytime. Now, or you can join annually, which gives you a discount. If you want to do just straight 12 months, you want to pay for that upfront, that gives you a savings of $87, one-time payment, and pretty much two free marriage classes that you get for free. And you can join for $47 a month, and you can cancel anytime. Listen, I'm going to be honest. We don't believe in hassles. We will ask you kind of why so that we can kind of cater it, but we're not going to, I'm going to be honest, we're not going to say no. Matter of fact, it's actually automated. The minute you click, we don't have any decision making. We don't have any decision making about it.
And I see a few questions came through. Yes, now it's every Thursday, just so that you all are aware. I know I said 2 different things. It's once a month, every second Thursday, and the classes are typically between an hour to an hour and 15 minutes.
All right, we're gonna Mecca's getting ready to drop that link, right in the chat. But one of the things we want to do is we want to make sure that you're able to have access to this monthly. We don't want you to miss out on this. We don't want you to miss out on something that is going to be beneficial to your marriage, because we are all about making marriages better. Making marriages better. So we're going to drop that link to you, so you have access to this. We also want you to let other people know, and we also know that a lot of you are ministers or have some type of responsibility where you're helping other couples. We want to give you an opportunity to be able. We want to give you an opportunity to be able to be able to help them. All right, to be able to help them. All right. So I believe that's the link. Let's make sure that link works. Let us know if that.
Check it.
Yeah. All right. And so here real testimony. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing.
Okay.
How do I stop sharing, baby?
Go right here. Stop
Okay.
sharing.
All right.
You just pull up your Google at the bottom.
Okay. All right.
All right. We're still here, guys. We're just checking the link for you.
All right. Here we go. All right. Boom. There. Okay. There it is. All right. So here's what we're gonna drop this link in the chat. Here it is. All right. There you go. That's the link. Let me send it to everyone.
Right.
All right. Bam. That's the link to be able to join. And let me tell you what this. Let me tell you what this. See, I'm moving, multitasking. There we go. All right. So you're gonna get here's real testimonials for people that have already attended our Weekend for Love event.
Yes. All right. So the code said, my husband and I both really enjoyed the information shared by the Tarts. It was valuable information that inspired us and gave us the tools to reignite the flame in our marriage. As a result, we are experiencing more intimacy in our relationship because we have found the time to talk and to date.
Ooh, everyone, we need to date. I know you remind me on a regular basis, but we're gonna keep it moving.
All right, so the Kalalas shared. The Tarts are very transparent, sharing their stories, which is refreshing. They have shared real life tools that we can apply to our lives to make our love life and marriage stronger. We are excited to apply the principles.
Now remember, this is not going to be us teaching every week. We're going to be the host, but we're bringing in other professionals to help you to have a better marriage.
Right.
All right. Now, there's a lot that I've studied, and a lot of the sessions that will be with us. I'm not going to say a lot. A number of the sessions will be with us, but this is about bringing in whomever we feel can make things better.
All right, the Woodland shared, this is awesome. No matter if you are newly engaged, I saw you in there. You guys have been married for 13 days. Married for 12 years like us, the topics are so important for every season in your marriage. They've been married for 12 years.
Right. I mean, and at the retreat they're talking about, we talked about everything from intimacy. Remember that? I was sweating.
You were nervous.
Sex coaches come in. I was so scared because I had a lot of my ministry friends there. And I actually, after the presentation, I said, I apologize if that was too much. You know what they said? Man, that was great. We had the best night ever. Because we needed something to spice things up. We thought that it was in good taste, and we needed something. We needed something that because we talked about couples in all seasons. We talked about back pain. We talked about certain things you could use. Menopause. I mean, they hit every topic. They hit a little too well.
After childbirth, there's a lot of things we don't talk about. All right, and the Valburn shared, if you are interested in reconnecting to your mate and pouring into your relationship, you do not want to miss out. It was great getting a male and female perspective on marriage from the Tarts. I know my husband enjoyed hearing from a guy's guide on what makes marriage work.
All right, we have to keep it real. We have to keep it 100. All right, so we want you guys to get started today. Remember, it's only $47 a month. Now the course alone we've sold for $497.
Right.
All right, and the monthly, and you can look, but we can tell you. We actually encourage you to look and see if you can find this anywhere in the country. All right. And you're not going to be able to find it because we look for it, because we tried to join it. Remember, we tried to join something and we realized, man, there's nothing out there. So how about we create it?
Right.
How about we create it? And so what we did was we wanted to make the price so affordable that money was not an issue. We could have charged more. Our coaches told us to charge more. But the
thing is, for us, it's always about reaching couples, saving marriages, and providing a community for couples to really to connect.
And God told us multiplication. He says, I don't want this to be for couples that can pay $997, whatever crazy stuff is going on. We want this to be for every couple.
Right.
So drop the link. Listen, let's be honest. We don't want you to be this couple. We don't want you to be this couple. They didn't taking their rings off. He ain't gotten a haircut in a couple of, her hair looked great. He ain't gotten a haircut. He looking concerned. Don't be this couple where you're like, you know what, we should have signed up for that class, but we didn't. We didn't do something to make our marriage better, because you always talk to me that marriage is like fitness.
And you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. It's almost like working out in the gym. You cannot expect to get muscles if you're not willing to pick up those heavy weights and lift. You have to lift up your marriage.
And what we know about marriages is they're very similar. They're very similar to fitness. Marriages don't stay neutral. Either your marriage is consistently getting stronger or it's getting weaker. All right. This is about making your marriage better on an ongoing basis.
Right, because I think there's a thought process at times that people believe that we can just put this thing on cruise control or on autopilot and we'll just coast out. It's gonna be good. And ladies, we know that doesn't work.
All right.
You have to put in the work.
Yeah, so we're excited about it. So get started again today. Just $47 a month, $497 annually. We don't care which one you do. Do what's comfortable. We look forward to bringing this to you because this is a membership subscription. That way we're able to spend the time and getting these experts in it at a low cost to you to make your marriage better. So just go ahead and click the link and then sign up, and then you're in, and then share this with other people. Share this with other people. This is how you can join our email list. We're going to send you 99 scriptures for building a strong, godly marriage. That way you're locked into the emails and you're locked into the resources for what we're doing. And then also we want to let you know about our marriage retreat that we're having.
A Weekend for Love is coming up. It is virtual. It's going to be the same 3 days, Friday through Sunday, October 23rd through the 25th. There is a discount code that you can use, but it does expire this Sunday on September 13th. That code is AMT code. Excuse me, that code is actually AMT couple. So let me type this in because that's a typo there, AMT couple. So the marriage retreat is 3 days. It's absolutely amazing. We're gonna have a chef. Everything is going virtual and we're excited about it. We'll have our sex therapist. We'll have our nightcap evening. That's what we call that. And you'll have live sessions with Aldewan, as well as a number of other experts talking about things that bring couples closer together. It's a lot of fun. We're going to have a really good time. And I'm typing it in the chat. The code for A Weekend for Love is AMT couple. So let me type it here in the chat for you as well.
So what you see is that we do as much as we can to support marriages at every season. So not only are you going to get the monthly support, you get the master class, you're going to get emails, you're going to get resources, you're going to get access to professionals, you're going to get access to the community. So make sure that you sign up. We're excited about it. We look forward to seeing you every second Thursday of the month. Our next class, I'm going to tell them, our next class is about developing what we call marital rituals that keep you connected. So there's some couples that are roommates, and it's really easy to be roommates. If you've been married for a long, you can see it's not as crazy as it sounds. It can be really easy to disconnect, and I do my thing and you do your thing. I watch Netflix downstairs, you watch it upstairs, and we don't see a single show. All right, let's just keep it 100, all right? So what we've done is we found out what couples do, what rituals they have, and we're going to talk about and help you to develop these rituals that even when you're fighting, these rituals are so embedded into your marriage that you're still working out together, you still walk together, you still pray together, you still eat dinner together, you still study the Bible together, you still watch a show together. There's so many things that we've learned from master couples we're going to share with you. We're going to actually, just like today, have you go through the list and circle them with your partner. Which ones do we want to incorporate and then do so that we are consistently connected? So even if we're not talking, we have these rituals. Like our biggest one is after dinner tea. After dinner tea, we both love tea. We sit down, and that's when we kind of connect about the day. Because, during the day, we scrambling volleyball practice or take care of Trinity. We're doing volleyball practice, cooking, all the things that go along. You can go through your whole day and not have 15 minutes with your spouse. But so we have to develop a ritual that we know that once the girls are down, or at least Trinity is down, and Raquel's up there doing God knows what on Instagram, even though we both monitor that mode, that we connect. That we have our time, so it doesn't get passed by. How many of you know when you pass by your quality time, it's easy to look up and say, what in the heck happened? Why are we not connected? How come we don't date? When's the last time we've been on a date?
Right.
So it's about helping you all establish. How many of y'all want consistent dates? Consistent scheduled dates.
And I see the McCarty's question about the master class. The master class is going to take place every second Thursday at 9 p.m.
No, they're talking about the master. The master class is already there. If you signed up, you're in. You're in. You're already into the master class. You're gonna see videos and tutorials on conflict resolution. I can show you how to resolve conflict with examples. We're gonna talk to you how to make up after a fight. Remember we did that one?
Yes.
All right, we had a huge fight. We're gonna show you how to make up with the research. We talked about how to build connection, intimacy, how to improve marital optimism from the research. Like, how do you get a negative person into the positive? How do you take your marriage from feeling awful to feeling good? They call it love hacks to building legacy and teamwork. We're actually going to add 2 modules probably by next week, or definitely by the next time we meet, about how couples actually meet to build as a couple. Like, what do they do? What do they say? What worksheets do they go through to symbolize, and what roles they play? What are our roles in marriage as we get older? What do you do and what do I do? And how do we balance one another off? And then how do we build a legacy for the kids? So those are cutting edge workshops that you've never seen. So the minute you click the link, you're already into the master course. That's something we want you to have 24 access to. All right. But you already get that as a bonus, but you also get access to the monthly marriage class. This will not be open to the public after today. After today, this won't be open to the public. You won't be able to join to get this type of training, because we want to make sure that we're able to lock in on you. All right, so once again, I'm going to drop that link. We appreciate all of you that already joined. We see y'all coming in. We appreciate you on a regular basis. We're so thankful, and we look forward to doing this. So we thank you for sowing seed into this ministry. We try to make it extremely affordable for you. We hope this is beneficial. And know each and every month, this is going to be interactive, and this is going to be for you. All right, so we'll take a couple of questions, and then we'll let y'all see the Lakers beat the Rockets, and then my prediction is Kansas City beating Houston. That's what I think, and I ain't checking any scores. Oh, yeah, so you want to get in contact with me, you know, there's my info. Take a screenshot of that, and if I don't, I saw someone ask about premarital counseling. We know exactly who to refer you to. This could be a form, but we know that you need that. Already thinking about Dr. Monique Gatson. That's her area of expertise, and being able to work through couples with that. There are a number of specialists in that. And here's the cool thing. Because of COVID, you have access to therapists across the country because everything's going to be telehealth. That's the benefit. I know a lot of you want to do the in-office thing, you know, but one of the benefits is that you have access to couples. So that's our information. That's Mecca's information. And we thank you. All right. So we know that y'all have to do that Thanksgiving, those appreciations. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for representing. I thank you for that. You said my Morehouse brother. So we thank you for all of you that joined. We look forward to seeing you all next month for Better Husband, Better Wife. Know that because you're here and you stayed the whole time, you're going to get this replay. For those you need to talk this over, you can join at any time. And we're going to send you the replay so that you have this for your files. And you're going to get that every single time, and it'll be uploaded into the system so that you're constantly getting new resources for your marriage to be able to click in a moment's notice. All right, so I'm gonna pray them out. Lord God, we thank you for this day, Lord. We thank you for the couples, Lord. We thank you for the wives that somehow found a way to convince their husbands on the first night of football and playoff basketball with LeBron James and Harden playing at the same time to be able to do this for their marriage. Lord, we thank you for the husband. This is a no-brainer, Lord. We thank you for those couples that are going through it right now, but they were able to actually express things that actually moved the radar, that actually made them feel good, Lord. We thank you for moving in a mighty way, Lord. We thank you for those couples that are already strong, but they want to get stronger. Lord, we thank you for the spirit that you have for them right now. And not only do they want to get stronger, they want to learn things, and they want to glean things so that they can help other couples, because that's a calling that's on their heart, Lord. We thank you for the couples that just dove in and signed up for this right now, Lord. We thank you for putting this as a unique assignment and the prep work, Lord. We thank you, Lord, for allowing both of us to persevere through personal health challenges, because we know that anytime we do something for the kingdom, we know that there are attacks, Lord. We thank you, Lord, for allowing us to survive the attacks, Lord, and do these worksheets and these things for ourselves to edify and strengthen our own marriage, Lord. So we thank you for growth, Lord. We thank you for members. We thank you for all the things that you're doing for these couples. We thank you for the seasoned couples that showed us how it was done tonight. And we just thank you for all that you do, Lord. We just thank you and ask that you pass by no house. You pass by no married couple, Lord. You pass by no dating couple, Lord. That you hit every single house, that you bless them, Lord, that you move them, that you give them more skills, that you open them up, Lord. And we thank you, Lord, for assigning us as their unique servants, as well as the team that we're going to bring in to be able to mold, build, and make their marriages better. These things we ask in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
So we thank you all. We want you all to enjoy the benefits of expressing love. We thank you, Wallace. We thank you, Chowders. We thank you, Satterfields, Chambers, Edwards. We thank you, Nesbitts, Acox, McCarty's, Davises, Millers, Josies, Gordons. Man, the list of Cooks, the Walkers.
Hi, Walkers.
We thank you. The Millers. We thank you. We thank you, Bale, Johnson, Cars, Levy, Thomases, Reeds, Simpsons, Murrays, the Murrays, and Joko. I hope I said, no, I don't think you said the end. Jokos, the Hudsons, the Lacey's, the Hightowers. We can't get through all of y'all. We just appreciate you, Jacksons, James, Evans, Mays, Browns, Love, Joseph, Patterson. Look at all these couples, the Simpsons, the Newtons. Thank you, Lord, for the Blacks. But we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere in the world. We thank you for being with us, being with us tonight. So last thing, we're going to drop this in the link so that y'all have this one more time. This is how you sign up. And we'll see you next month. Every second Thursday.
Every second Thursday.
All right. Y'all take care. Appreciate y'all. Y'all looking good.
Good
y'all
night.
Looking good. Take care, Robinson. Y'all a little too close over there. We see y'all. All right. Y'all take care.
Good night.